Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. All right, I want to jump in on this one real quick. I don't know how long a reading this is going to be, but I'm going to jump in and keep the intro short. Will there be a delay in the swearing in of the 47th President of the United States? I did readings. It looks like Congress is going to be a mess. There are other factors that could come into play, but let's take a look. Will there be a delay in the swearing in of the 47th President of the United States? Currently, that person would be Donald Trump. But between needing to have a functioning Congress to be seated and count the votes, the debate of insurrection, and the potential for election interference, which, if it was found to impact congressional results or presidential results, and if there's enough to impact that, and if it will stand scrutiny in the courts, all these things could conspire to delay the swearing in of the 47th President of the United States. Let's see what that looks like. Okay? Entertainment purposes only. Will there be a delay in the swearing in of the 47th President of the United States? Okay, we have the government here. Big government officials, Congress, the Department of Justice, the executive branch, crossed with the walking away. There's going to be a delay. It's something, other readers keep seeing it, and, something very harsh is going to come up that's going to delay, even cause the walking away, like, Trump fleeing or not being seated. Good heavens, what is this? The past, you got the ten of Wands. Whether that's the burden of proof, the difficulty that it's going to be a difficult thing to get this guy seated. There's a real problem in the mix here that's been going on for a while. That's leading up to this. This card came up a number of times. Current situation, I think the original delay might just be that they can't get Congress sat to even do the electoral votes. But there's something coming in that's going to bring distaste onto seating the president, whether it's Congress can't get seated, or I think that's the first one, but there could be something up with Trump on that too. Overarching energy is the Two of Wands, the planning. It's like Congress can't get their shit together. If it's not Congress, there's information coming out about Trump that's causing problems. I still think it's Congress. I think Congress can't get their act together. This card came up in my Trump-Musk reading, that the two camps can't agree. The kings of their own domains. We're not going to have a government shutdown, but it's like people are locked out of the government, or like Congress is locked out from the government because they can't agree on a leadership. Outcome, King of Pentacles. In some ways, it's going to be the oligarchs that come in. Whether the oligarchs are fighting, controlling their congressmen that they've purchased, there's a lot of money tied up with this. This is not going to go smoothly. I'm not quite sure why it's not going to go smoothly, but it's not going to go smoothly. This just feels like a continuation of my reading on Congress. It's got that vibe to it. So yeah, there's going to be a delay. That's just, it just seems ridiculous, doesn't it? We haven't had, and if any other election I had told you this, well, maybe with Trump, in 2016, 2017, you might have believed it. Wouldn't have guessed 2020 with the insurrection, right? But it's kind of like how there's like this delayed insurrection that, it took 4 years and now we're going to delay this one. But I don't think it's the left that's doing it. It's like it's the right. Knight of Cups just flipped over. It's like it's the right that can't agree. Because they all want the biggest chunk of pie. They don't get along. King of Pentacles. I need to do my clarifiers when the cards are out there. Let's get a clarifier. King of Pentacles. What is that? The outcome with that delay. What is that King of Pentacles all about? Truth and justice is about the sword of truth being out there. A new prerogative. Something's been exposed. That King of Pentacles is something being exposed. And it's something that happens quickly or overseas. Involving money and a delay. It's almost like that King of Pentacles could be like whether you want it to be NATO or Five Eyes. It could be that there's information that comes over that opens up our eyes. Yeah, I think that's kind of what it is. It's like we get information from overseas exposing the truth on the election or interference, and there could be financial crimes that are associated with it. It's like Donald Trump's stock is downgraded. Now, and I don't mean just DJT stock. I mean his value or his worth. And this hangman came up yesterday. Somebody in the comments said, it means delays. Yeah. There's a big delay. Something happens causing a delay. It needs to be resolved quickly. The truth is there, and it needs to be resolved quickly. So this could be court challenges. This could be court challenges that delay the inauguration. Now, I haven't read at all on insurrection, because that could be something that should delay it. Absolutely. So let's take a look at that. But there could be other things too that make this whole thing problematic. But will Donald Trump in his 2021, his January 6, 2021 insurrection attempt and all the planning that led up to it be one of the contributing factors to this delay, if not the main factor? Will Donald Trump and the January 6, 2021 insurrection be a delaying factor on Trump's being sat down? My deck is upside down, sorry. Yeah, it's communications quickly. That could very well be it, because that was underneath there. And we've got the truth card, the sun card underneath there too. That probably is part of it. Let's see what the rest of these cards have to say. Darn it, my cards are all upside down now. Oh, my deck is all wonky. I'm sorry. I put cards in there upside down. Probably the cards I just put in there are all upside down. I have to go fix this. All right, I can fix it later. What is that King? What is that King of Pentacles? It's information coming in, or in the insurrection. King of Pentacles? It's evidence has been uncovered, and that leads to that declaration about the United States and what's best for our democracy. Yeah, truth is uncovered and it's communicated quickly. It's causes a reevaluation here. It may not be the insurrection per se, although that should be part of it because of the January 6th committee, and it's part of the Constitution. And the Constitution is one of the things that we hold dear. You swear an oath to the Constitution, and if you've incited insurrection, as has been shown, you do not get to be seated as the President of the United States. That's just not what gets to happen. So I think that's part of it. Okay, so here's another upside down card. All right, let me pause this as I get my deck all sorted out here. Okay. No more cards that were upside down on the deck, so let's go ahead and shuffle these things to mix them all up. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. Something is going to be exposed. Some truth, some evidence is going to be exposed. That's going to delay things. It could be insurrection related. Maybe he's been a traitor to the country, and that gets shown. Will the decision as to whether or not Donald Trump is inaugurated reside with the Supreme Court? Do they have to weigh in on this one? And the first thing that came flying out of the deck, I'll leave it down, is the Six of Cups. And I swear to God, a month ago I read on this, and that card also flew out. Certainly, I think it was in that position because it reminds me of I did you a favor, and there's the six justices. 3 of them appointed by Trump. Will the Supreme Court be weighing in on this? It's a matter of the Constitution, right? Just do a 4-carder. Yeah, I think let's do a 4-carder. Yeah, I think they will. It's going to have to end up in their shop, as well it should. It's a constitutional case. The Queen of Cups. It's going to be strong, emotionally charged. They have to present that they're keeping their emotions in check. But it's going to be a very emotionally charged thing for the rest of us. They're going to have to they might even be thinking about it now. They're going to have to take their time and really think about what it is, because if they rule against the Constitution, they are going to open up a Pandora's box of stuff. They've already done Donald Trump favors by getting rid of his court cases, but the insurrection thing may be a step too far even for them. But they also feel, part of this is they have an opportunity. Okay, so it's a new start. It's a new beginning. A big issue that is, all about the American experiment. And they have to think long and hard about this. Where do their emotions lie? And they're bound by their decision. If you take off the lid of Pandora's box, you are stuck with the consequences. And history will remember everything that you did. As I was mentioning earlier, they gave Trump a get-out-of-jail-free card by delaying all his court cases. And they've created a mess for themselves by basically making presidents kings. And not criminally liable for almost anything. You can't hold them criminally liable for pretty much anything they did in office. And they've done that. Now are they going to throw out the insurrection portion of the Constitution? And the Constitution is pretty damn clear that if you engage in insurrection, you don't get a whole political office. Period. Doesn't say if you're convicted. Doesn't say, you go through a lengthy trial and stuff like that. It just basically, if you participate in insurrection. Period. And a Colorado Supreme Court already ruled that he did. Where the Supreme Court overruled them, as they said they overextended their authority in eliminating Trump from the ballot in Colorado. They said that was a step too far. But I don't think they ruled on whether or not Trump was an insurrectionist. Somebody in the comments in our live said they did. I don't recall seeing that. I suppose I could look it up, and it probably will eventually, but not for this reading. This is going to play out. This could be why Susan Lynn sees a delay maybe all the way through May. They have to move quickly, but they can't move rashly because the long-term implications are tremendous. We are at quite an interesting point in this country. Welcome to 2025. It's just around the corner. It's going to be a wild ride, and I don't know if maybe I shouldn't eat that big pizza before we went on that, or all that pasta before going on that wild ride. I feel bad for the folks in the seat behind me. Anyways, apparently we volunteered for this. What were we thinking? I'll catch you on the next. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, but I hope you find it insightful, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.